It's the Friendly Investor Podcast.
Liam, yesterday off air, you revealed what you get up to on most weekends, and it absolutely blew me away. You know what I'm talking about. What do you do?
Well, like as a bit of a treat sometimes on the weekends, if we're buying ice cream, I said connoisseur ice cream is my favourite ice cream, what I like putting on the top of it is Ice Magic. And you thought that was weird.
That's so weird.
And that kind of shocked me, but I don't know. I don't think it is that weird.
It's so weird to me that you, a grown A man, and your fiancée Sarah, so it's a house with two adults, when you go to the shops, are putting, what is it called? Ice Magic.
Ice Magic.
I've had it before as a kid.
You put it on wet and it freezes and goes hard. It's like hard chocolate on top of
We've
your
all
ice
had
cream.
it as kids. I'd forgotten the name of it because I haven't had it for 20 years.
For real?
When you go to the shops as adults doing your food shopping, you reach for the Ice Magic and put that in your trolley. And then when it runs out, you go back to the shops and get more.
It's pretty
and then
much
every weekend when you have ice cream, you smother your ice cream in Ice Magic like a child.
Well, or like an adult that likes Ice Magic. Like,
there are no adults.
Hey. It's not like you get past 18 and you give up the magic, mate.
Yes, it is.
No,
it's exactly that.
Also, doesn't it sort of blow your mind that you can pour it on wet and then it goes hard? Like, what other foods are that much fun?
When I was a child, it blew me away.
It still blows me away every damn time. I'm like, geez, would you look at that? So hard. Well, look, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit more childish than I realised. I'd been using it my whole life and never decided to give it up.
I would love to know, are you like Liam? How do you spoil your inner child?
Yeah, maybe you're 48 and you sleep in a race car bed. I don't know. Maybe that's fun for you. How do you spoil your inner child? 13 24 10 is the number.
Darren, how do you spoil your inner child?
So I'm a 38-year-old chef, and I still buy fruit boxes for myself.
You're a fruit box guy?
Yep, and Ice Magic too.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, good.
So are you doing the fruit box at work or at home?
So that's normally on the drive to work.
Why though? What? Like it's not real juice though. It's just like cordial. Why don't you buy like a Nippy's orange juice or something?
Oh, it's just easier to buy fruit boxes.
Would you agree, Darren? Like as a chef, Ice Magic's probably one of the most incredible feats we've seen, as far as like a liquid turning into a solid in front of your very eyes. That's hard to do, right?
It's all in the name, Ice Magic.
It is magic.
It's just got such a high fat content that when it hits the cold, it freezes.
I believe it's a Australian invention as well. So obviously that person's done very well. Julia, how old are you?
21.
Do you use Ice Magic?
I think there's a bottle in the cupboard, but I haven't used it for ages.
I mean, why? It's sitting right there. It's so good.
Julia, how are you spoiling your inner child?
Well, I do not have my own children. Obviously, I'm 21, and I watch Bluey on iView sometimes.
For real? You watch Bluey and you don't have kids?
Right.
I'm a nanny, so I do look after kids all the time, but somehow I don't get enough of it there, and then I force my boyfriend to watch it with
I love
me.
that. So you're like driving home going, geez, I wonder what happens to Bluey. I better get that up on iView. I just can't sleep if I don't know. Now, we all remember, this was huge news, the crime that rocked the state.
A tradie on his way to work just before 5 a.m. called 000 when he saw two men wearing dark clothing carrying what appeared to be the stolen bird. The high-profile bird napping had the entire state in a flap, and overnight police swooped on the alleged bandits.
He genuinely did. For a big bird costume to be stolen, it was in the news probably far too much that week.
I feel like, though, the state was looking for a story at that time that wasn't COVID-related.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it was just, it sort of broke the mold a little bit. Well, we're actually joined now by one of the big bird bandits. Tasman is his name. Good morning, mates.
Good morning, gents. I'm good. How are you?
So, I mean, first of all, take us back to the night it all happened. Where were you guys at? What were you thinking?
I guess we weren't really thinking. Weren't really expecting anything. We were kind of just driving past and then thought, it'd be pretty funny. And then, didn't break anything.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, what you guys have read. And then woke up and we were out for brekkie next morning and there was a couple of news posts on how serious it was.
Yeah.
And, kind of realised, we've bitten off a lot more than we can chew.
that was when you thought, okay, now we've got to try and return this thing?
Yeah, we want to make sure that there's no damage. Yeah, don't hurt anyone's feelings because we've definitely paid off a couple of people. And then, yeah, tried to get it back as soon as we could.
So be honest, the night you had it, I mean, did you try it on for some photos and stuff?
There's no photos anymore, but...
Okay, yeah. I'm reading between the lines on that one. I reckon Big Bird would have had the night of his life.
So then I remember the big part of this story was like when you returned it, there was the note that was left as well. Who wrote the note?
It was a joint effort.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so did you, from that point onwards, when you saw, like, all of Adelaide was trying to find this thing, it was treated like a kidnapped child, essentially, not a costume for a circus show.
Yeah, it was an entity.
Yeah, were you like, okay, like, from this point on, we need to work out how we can unload this thing and get it back to the owner?
Yeah, that was it. It was, how we can get it back safely without causing more attention on it and making sure, there's not a trail of feathers back.
yeah, of course. And then, so what, did you turn yourself in after? Like, how did you actually get caught?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had enough attention from the authorities on us, them kind of just putting all the pieces together, and we thought, all right, if they're just asking for questions, hopefully it's just questions. And no, it wasn't just questions.
Oh, so they came to your house to ask you questions, but they were actually sort of charging you.
They were trying to contact us and then to get us in, like, to come in.
Yeah.
And from that point, we thought, all right, well, we're okay with questions, and then, got arrested that night.
Wow. Did your mum get angry at you? What did she say?
Yeah, I actually do want to apologise. And if you guys could apologise with me, we call her friend.
Yeah.
Could you say a sorry friend to her? Because, she was definitely the most freaked out of everyone.
Sorry, friend.
Sorry, friends.
Sorry for your son's behaviour.
Thanks, boys. Yeah, she wasn't too chuffed and definitely had an emotional roller coaster throughout it all.
Yeah, I bet.
So now it's all said and done. Obviously, got all cleared and caught.
You've been proven innocent.
You've been, it was all just a big, I don't know what they talked it up as. Like, I don't know the official terminology.
Yeah.
But all said and done.
Yeah.
Do you regret anything?
How do you feel?
Oh, I feel a bit silly. It was kind of just each thing after the other of realising how large the whole situation was, and that's why we've been pretty quiet, trying to do the right things, but be ourselves as well. So, like, we are sorry, and, I'm sorry to, like, all the younger families that, may have not had that opportunity to be able to get a photo with Big Bird. But, definitely a learning experience, and I know not to jump through any circus tents anymore.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, general rule of thumb, stay out of circus tents. And I'm sure you got enough photos with Big Bird that night to make up for all those missed ones. Anyway, Tasman, the Big Bird Bandit, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And, you keep your head out of trouble.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, boys.
We were just joined by Tasman Binder, who was one of the Big Bird Bandits. Remember that costume, the Big Bird costume got stolen from the circus tent last year? It was all cleared through the courts this week. There's a full exclusive chat on the Ben and Liam podcast. And I think, for the most part, he was apologetic. And, at the end of the day, they were doing it for a bit of a laugh.
Oh, I don't
think anyone was, like, harmed too much.
For sure. I think for the whole part, like, at no point did he sound like he didn't take it seriously. Like, he understood that he made a mistake.
Look,
he apologised for it. In hindsight, when you look back at it, now we're so far away from it, it is kind of funny.
It is. And that's the thing. Sometimes, definitely stealing, not good.
Yeah.
I try not to. In fact, I don't steal things, apart from the occasional shoplift. If there's like a DVD at JB Hi-Fi or something like that. I'm obviously joking, but this happens sometimes when maybe you've had a few tins or something, and you're with a group of mates, and you think, oh, this would be such a great idea. So that's why what we're going to do this morning is 13 24 10. What have you stolen on a night out? Bailey, I mean, it was a big night, I'm sure, but what did you end up stealing?
I was actually entirely sober, but I was at the casino. It was a complete accident. I thought I'd won a fair bit of money. And took the chips that the lady that was dealing put down next to me and just walked off.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And got tackled out of the casino, basically. And they were not for me.
So someone else had won the chips and you took them?
Yes, someone else had won them next to me and I took them.
You're colourblind and you put it all on black and you're like, hey, I win. Alrighty, I'm taking the chips home.
Oh, Bailey, that sucks.
Gee whiz. Yeah, you don't get away with stealing anything at the casino. I was there watching the Liverpool game on the weekend and I was sitting, even in the sports bar, there's like 8 cameras above your head at all times.
And you like to steal?
Well, you've heard about my JB Hi-Fi history. Lauren, what did you steal on a night out?
I was about 28, out with my friends drinking, went to the Bottle-O, and there was a life-size cutout of a Jim Beam model.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy at the Bottle-O said, "Don't do it." I said, "I'm going to do it." And I picked it up and I walked off with it and I got photos with it and, yeah.
Wow.
It was nice.
So what happened to the cutout?
I can't remember. I drank too much.
Yeah,
cool.
I've got photos, but that's it. That's all I know.
I also love "Don't do it, I'm gonna do it." Like, he's like, "God damn, that's the 8th cutout the Home Office has sent me this week."
Jess on the text line said, "I stole a big purple Cadbury beach umbrella at a certain event."
All right. Sharon, this is your husband. He stole something on a night out?
Yes, he did. He went to the Hog's Breath Cafe and had quite a bit to drink because he was with mates, and he stole the actual pig.
Oh, he stole the actual pig from the Hog's Breath Cafe?
Yes, he did. And now he's banned from life from Hog's Breath.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
It will, yeah.
I also love, could you imagine being your husband, being like 45 years old and getting all your mates together to go to Hog's Breath?
Yeah, no more curly fries for Trevor, obviously, after stealing the pig. I thought it was just going to be one of those big knives or something, but no, he's actually ripped the model off the restaurant. Let's turn our keys, Ben, and open the forbidden folder. These are all ideas that the boss has said no to in the past. This is an interesting one. What is the biggest lie you've ever told? Oh, yeah, well, lying, it's one of the 7 deadly sins. I must admit, I've got a lie that I've literally never confessed to, and so now I'm feeling like, oh, do I say mine or not?
Yeah,
like,
say it. It's liberating.
Sweaty. In my defense, I was young at the time. I was like 16, 17, say.
Okay, yeah.
And I was driving Mum's car, the Mazda 6.
Yeah.
And we were getting some pizza, right? And all the car parks were full.
Yeah.
And so I parked on like the end of the car park, so there was no white line on the right side of the car. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And my girlfriend at the time was like, "Oh, you can't park there." I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can." Like, what's the worst that can happen? Got the pizza. Walking back, saw the delivery driver reversing out. Reverse he's probably done a million times. Smashed into Mum's car. And I'm thinking, oh no, what am I going to do here?
Yeah.
I parked in that park I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But by that point, the car to the left of me had moved. So when the pizza man went back into the shop,
Yeah.
I really quickly moved the car into that actual car spot.
And then did the pizza people have to pay for the
I think
damage?
Technically, their insurance had to.
Yeah, of course. I mean, to be fair, though, the pizza guy shouldn't reverse into your car. I know it's not in the right
That was
spot.
my thought process.
Yeah.
I was like, he's still, what if a child was walking there?
Yeah.
You still
100%.
shouldn't be going out that fast. I mean,
100%.
yeah, I know. He's probably just
I know
muscle memory.
that is a big lie.
I've
But
never told anyone that.
I think you're in the right there, though. Having said that, you're in the wrong, but I think
Yeah, you're justifying this.
I
It's
support what you
like
did.
fraud. I felt real guilty after as well.
All right, 13 24 10. Give us a buzz. What is the biggest lie you've ever told? You can remain anonymous if you'd like, and if you get on air, that means you go in the draw for $10K a day in May. $10,000 could be yours today if you just share the biggest lie you've ever told.
Lynette, you're a big dirty liar, is it true?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
10,
I
11, and 12.
am so excited for this, Lynette. Can you please share your lie with us?
So through year 10, 11 and 12, I would change my maths grade from a D to a C, so Mum didn't know that I was almost failing.
Did you do the thing where you like turn it into a circle so it looks like there's a circle around the D or the C? Is that how you did it?
No, I scanned it and photoshopped it.
Oh my God. I was like thinking you'd somehow do it with a pen, but that's legit. So you were scanning it into the computer, then you were digitally modifying it and then reprinting it and giving that to your mum.
Yeah.
Did you say you changed it from a D to a C?
Yeah.
If you're going to
I don't want it to look too fake.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, because I was thinking, if you're going to all that effort, surely you just give yourself an A, straight A's.
Maybe I'll be a bad parent when I'm older, but I really think that if I caught my kid doing that, I'd be a little bit impressed. I'd be a bit like, oh, that's you're willing to do anything to
That's
succeed.
nifty. Don't worry about school.
Yeah.
You can just sell fake passports to people. You make a killing.
Lynette, that's great. Tamika on the text line said, in high school, I changed my mum's listed phone number on the school records so that when I wagged school, the text would go straight to me, not her.
Oh, man. That goes deep. Steve, the biggest lie you've ever told?
So a few years ago, actually many moons ago, when I joined the military, my boss asked me if I wanted to go on a course. I said, yeah, sure, mate, no worries. And he said the course is in Amsterdam for a mechanic's position. Little did he know that before the military, I actually worked for the company. So I was already fully qualified. So I got sent to Europe in summer for 3 months, already fully qualified on a holiday.
You kidding? Just on the military dime.
Yeah.
That is amazing,
It was a
Steve.
pretty good holiday.
I bet it was. Producer Belle. Good morning, Belle.
Good morning.
Now, this is very exciting.
The Advertiser has dropped an article this morning and it's detailing, going through what all the media personalities in South Australia are earning. So that's radio and TV. Ben's got a photo in the article next to Mark Rasciuto and Rosanna, I believe, from Today Tonight.
Now, I haven't read the article, neither has Liam. Producer Belle, you have gone through it, is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
Can we say that before we find out what they think we earn, it's all hyperbole? It's all speculation, isn't it?
Yes, it's hyperbole, yes.
Isn't it hyperbole?
No.
Is it not?
This is why you may or may not get paid the big bucks. All right, okay. So the way they've done it is they have split it into 4 tiers. We have tier 1, which is the highest paid.
Yep.
Tier 2, tier 3, then tier 4, the lowest.
Okay.
I don't know what I want to be in.
Yeah.
Because if you're in tier
Well,
1, it's
let's be honest, you want to be in tier 1.
Yeah, but then people are like, oh, they earn too much. But also, you want the Advertiser to think you're in tier 1. You know what I mean?
I'm assuming even in tier 4, people would still think you earn too much. So you might as well aim for tier 1.
Okay, well, fingers crossed for tier 1.
Yep.
Hopefully we're in tier 1.
All right, well, let's kick off with tier 1 then. Tier 1, we've got the King Crow, Mark Rasciuto, and Cozzy. They apparently earn $500K a year.
For their radio jobs?
Yes.
Or just encompassing of
Just-
everything
no,
they do?
just
for their
for
radio
radio,
jobs. Okay.
Yeah. That's a
So that's tier 1. So, no Ben and Liam. Okay, tier 2. Let's see if you fall into this one. This is the big names, they've called this one. This is Ali Clark and Penbo from 588.
Okay. Yep.
300 to 350,000 a year.
The big names.
Yep.
Still no Ben and Liam.
Okay.
Tier 3,
Ooh.
second last tier. We've got the veterans and the rising stars.
Oh, I think this is good. I think we could be seen as veterans.
Beck Morse, Limo, Will Goodings, and Ben and Liam.
Oh, tier 3.
Here we go. Tier 3, baby. That's good company, though. That's some good names.
Yeah.
So you guys enjoying your $200,000 to $300,000 a year?
That's one ad for Vicks Vapor Drops. No.
Yeah, look, all I'll say is they didn't get it right.
Okay.
No.
If they did, would you admit it?
Absolutely. If they got it spot on. Yeah.
Now, you be the
Alright,
judge if it's over or under, but they didn't get it right.
They didn't get it right.
Well, you didn't fall into tier 4, which they called ABC and the rest.
Who's in that one?
Just ABC,
So there is no rest.
People.
which apparently is $90K.
What I know that it also does TV personalities. I'm curious. What is Jane Doyle supposedly getting?
What's Mama Jane on? I mean, you would assume she's on the biggest wicket.
She's in tier 1 of the TV.
Yeah.
She's on 400 to 500,000.
Okay.
So not as much as Cozzy, apparently.
No, and we've got Brenton Raglas and Kate Collins on 250 to 300K a
Okay.
year. Mark Soderstrom and Tom Wren on 150 to 200K a year.
Wow. I'd be curious, Bill. Do you reckon? What tier do you think we fall in?
On it in radio?
Yeah.
honestly?
What
In
tier
radio,
do you
yeah.
think we're in?
For your money.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think tier 3.
You think it's right?
I think
I'm telling you, it's not right.
you guys pay for my coffee every day, so I'm not
Yeah, well,
maybe
but
you're comfy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do not tell me. No.
So you can't confirm or deny anything.
Yeah.
I mean, not going to give the advertiser.
I can tell you where the producers fall, and that's tier 150.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.